Meteorologist Chris Haddings here. Looks like I got something cool going on in the astronomy department as we head through the next few days. Not one, not two, but wait, there's more. 3 different things going on as we get through the rest of the month. Now the first one is what we call Jupiter opposition. And all that is it'll be the closest approach that Jupiter will have to the Earth. It'll peak around the 17th of the month. Now it'll be the brightest object in the sky other than the moon during the evening hours. And it rises in the southeast sky towards sunset. It'll move toward the west through the night. Now it won't be the brightest after midnight. That's Venus. And it'll be visible with the naked eye. It'll stick out like a sore thumb. Now you can see the moons with binoculars. If you have a telescope, you actually see more detail of it, including that telltale storm in the southern hemisphere of the planet. Now you can see some pictures I took of it. Now the top one is actually the 4 main moons you can see. I think there's actually 53 moons around it. And the bottom 2 are pictures of the planet itself. Now you can see the jagged edge around some of those, especially the one on the bottom left. That's because Jupiter is a gas giant. It's composed largely of hydrogen and helium. That's actually what the camera's seeing as it looks toward it. Second, we have another opposition. Next planet out, that's Saturn, the one with the big rings around it. Now it'll be its closest approach to Earth on the 20th. Now that's actually the new moon as well, so not a lot of moonlight there, so it'll be a lot easier to see. It'll appear to the left of Jupiter as an orange to red appearance. It also rises in the southeast sky. It'll be trailing Jupiter pretty much the whole time, so it'll be easy to pick out as well. You can see it with the naked eye. You have a good telephoto lens on your camera. You can take a picture of it, but you need a telescope to see a lot more details. There's a picture I took of Saturn the other night. I have a 350 millimeter lens for focal length there. You have a better lens, you might be able to take a better picture of that. Now the big thing a lot of people are talking about, it's actually a lot rarer, is we have a comet. It's pretty visible. That's Comet Neowise. Now how you look at it? Now it'll be a lot easier for most people to see after, say, about the 14th or the 15th, so it'll be coming up during the evening hours and not in the wee hours of the morning. Now if you want to see it, just look to the northwest sky. We're underneath the Big Dipper. It's a pretty obvious constellation. Be its highest point, though, as we head towards July 23rd, but it will be visible through most of the month. Now, the next couple of days, if you're an early riser or just an insomniac, best time to see it, it'll be 1 to 2 hours before sunrise. Around here, about 4 o'clock to about 5:15, look off to the northeast to see that planet. However, comets, they are unpredictable. The brightness can vary from day to day, how long the tail is as well, so you never know what you're going to get. Like Forrest Gump, it's a box of chocolates, never know what you're going to get. Anyway, it'll be visible to the naked eye. It will be kind of fuzzy though, so if you have a pair of binoculars or a camera, it'll be a lot more visible. Now if you're taking a picture, you're going to need to turn that exposure up probably at least a few seconds, sometimes maybe as much as 10 or 15 if it's really dark. So if you have a tripod, that's the best thing to get a clear picture, since it's hard to hold the camera steady for that long. They can take pictures with a smartphone. They are getting better with taking pictures of the stars. However, standalone cameras, DSLRs or mirrorless cameras, are still better for astrophotography. Can get a lot better pictures of that. Here's a picture we took of it, and you can see the comet if you look down to the southeast of the radar dome, that little streak right there. Be safe, everybody, and happy stargazing.